you speak to him in there? How's he doing? Do you know?
No idea. Didn't talk to me once all day.
Rory responded to this by saying,
I don't know what he was expecting. Like, I mean, we're trying to win the Masters. I'm not going to try to be his best mate out there.
Bryson DeChambeau and Rory McIlroy just took golf's biggest rivalry to another level. From Live Golf to the US Open heartbreak and the Masters, this Bryson DeChambeau and Rory McIlroy feud has gotten the golf world completely divided. So stick around for the full story. If you love golf documentaries, golf highlights, make sure you hit that subscribe because we're dropping daily videos here at YouTube Golf Rewind. Let's get in. What a legendary
Not
moment.
particularly fond of him.
for years, Rory McIlroy and Bryson DeChambeau have been on the opposite sides of almost everything related to golf. It slowly ignited with how the game of golf should be played, and then Live Golf happened, and then came one of the most heartbreaking finishes in major championship history. And just when things finally seemed to cool off, Rory publicly called out Bryson during the 2026 Open Championship. So how did the two of the biggest names in golf end up here? This is the story of how Rory McIlroy and Bryson DeChambeau have had one of golf's most recent and memorable rivalries. But before I begin, just make sure to subscribe. It helps out a ton, and it helps me out keep making these kind of videos. So I hope y'all enjoy. Back when Bryson first came onto the PGA Tour, there really wasn't any drama between him and his peers like Rory McIlroy. They respected each other, but if you looked at how they played golf, they couldn't have been any more different. Rory was the guy who made everything look smooth with his beautiful, perfect swing, his natural talent, his class, you name it.
I don't think this is the first rivalry that Bryson has had. I mean, remember what happened with Brooks Koepka?
Bryson was the complete opposite, though. Every shot had stats behind it. Every club in the bag was the same length, every swing was backed by numbers, and every swing was backed by science. Then almost overnight, Bryson just decided he wanted to hit the ball farther than everybody else. He packed on around 40 pounds of muscle and changed his entire body and started launching his drives that shook the media.
Yeah, I mean, and it's definitely helped him. He's like the farthest hitter out of all of the pros.
People loved it, but others thought he was changing golf in a direction that it shouldn't have been going. Rory was somewhere in the middle. He respected the work that Bryson has been putting in, but he also questioned whether this was really the direction golf should have been going. At the time, it was just a disagreement, but nobody knew it would turn into something much, much larger. By 2020, Bryson had proved all the doubters wrong that criticized his methods. He won the US Open at Winged Foot by overpowering one of the toughest courses in the world. Suddenly, everyone was talking about his distance. Was Bryson breaking golf? Was he truly the mad scientist, or was everyone else just behind him? Rory became one of the biggest voices calling for changes to equipment and distance. Bryson didn't see the problem though. His response was basically, I'm just playing by the same rules as everyone else. Fans quickly split into two camps, but still no tension had caused too much attention to the media. But then everything was about to change.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Bryson on that one. Like, if you hit the ball further, I don't agree in having equipment changes to have you hit the ball less far. I think it's, I don't know. I'm with Bryson.
If there was ever a moment that pushed this rivalry to another level, it would be Live Golf. In 2022, Bryson left the PGA Tour for Live Golf, but Rory stayed. Not only did he stay, but he became the biggest defender of the PGA Tour. He constantly spoke out against players who had left. He despised players who left for the PGA Tour for Live, Bryson included. Bryson ended up becoming one of the biggest stars on Live, alongside Jon Rahm, Phil Mickelson, and more other players. From that point on, they weren't just competing against each other, they represented two completely different futures for professional golf. This would lead up to the next stage of the rivalry that would completely change everything.
Pinehurst.
Then came the moment everyone remembers when you think of these two players' rivalry. The 2024 US Open at Pinehurst. Going into the fourth round, Bryson had the lead. They would go back and forth with each other on the leaderboard, making it one of the best US Opens we've had in a while. But
yeah,
wait,
that was a good watch.
people were cheering for Bryson. Bryson was slowly going from one of the most obnoxious and controversial players in golf to having thousands of fans cheering for him to win a second major.
Yeah, and that's highly due to his YouTube channel. I mean, everyone knows Bryson now, and it's mainly because of the YouTube videos. And you don't see that from Rory and some of the other guys.
With just a few holes left, Rory was 2 shots ahead and looked like he was finally about to win his first major in 10 years. Then, everything unraveled. A missed short putt on 16. Another miss on 18. Just like that, the tournament was gone. While Rory walked away devastated, Bryson pulled off one of the greatest bunker shots and up and downs in US Open history before tapping in the 4-footer to win. It wasn't just another major for Bryson. It became one of the most defining moments of both of their careers. One great moment for Bryson, but awful looks for Rory. The choker narrative for Rory McIlroy continued.
Yeah, that was a huge dub for Bryson. Huge dub. Come over, beating Rory.
A few months later, Rory joked that he'd like another chance to beat Bryson.
I'd like to go up against Bryson to try to get him back for what he did to me at the US Open.
Bryson's response?
To be fair, you kind of did it to yourself.
It was a direct shot at
Yeah, he kind of did. I mean, those 2 short putts, like within 3 feet or whatever, like Bryson could have easily lost that US Open. That was all on Rory.
Rory's missed putts at Pinehurst. Some fans laughed and others thought it crossed the line, but either way, people were speculating that this wasn't a friendly rivalry anymore. Then came the 2025 Masters at Augusta National. They were both playing some of, if not the best golf of their careers. When Rory and Bryson were paired together during the final round, everyone expected some kind of interaction. Instead, there was almost nothing. Rory has had a curse at Augusta National that needed to be lifted for some time now, and he wasn't there for games, but neither was Bryson.
Yeah, this was. I remember watching this Masters. It was very exciting because you had Rory who was trying to win the his first Masters, and you had Bryson who was upcoming on the scene, and seemed to have the crowd on his side. Everybody wanted Bryson to win. I remember that.
Just 2 of the best players in the world trying to beat each other. And in the final minutes of the tournament, this happened. Rory ended up completing the career Grand Slam that day. But fans couldn't stop talking about how cold the pairing felt between Bryson and him. Bryson was asked about the silence from the media, and he stated this.
Did you speak to him in there? How's he doing? Do you know?
No idea. Didn't talk to me once all day.
Rory responded to this by saying,
I don't know what he was expecting. Like, I mean, we're trying to win the Masters. I'm not going to try to be his best mate out there.
so where does that bring us today?
Yeah, I mean, I can understand Rory on that one. It's like a very competitive game. He's been wanting to win forever, like, and he's locked in, you know.
It is currently the 2026 Open Championship, and Bryson was just given a controversial 2-shot penalty. Afterward, Rory McIlroy did not hold back. He said Bryson had basically held the tournament hostage while arguing with the officials and called the whole thing performative. I made a video on this, go check it out. Those comments instantly brought the rivalry back into the spotlight, and honestly, it doesn't feel like it's going to end anytime soon. These two have always had a taste for blood, whether it's Bryson dealing with Brooks Koepka in the past or Rory dealing with the fans over the years. I feel as if this may last for the next foreseeable future, to be honest. So what do you guys think? Do you think the rivalry will continue? If so, whose side are you on? Let me know in the comments below.
Yeah, I mean, we're excited to see. I think it's good for the game of golf that these U.S. Opens, when Bryson gets to go up against Rory, it makes for a great watch, and everyone wants to see Bryson win. Everyone wants to see Rory do his thing, and so that has been another episode. You've seen it here, the breakdown of the Bryson DeChambeau and Rory McIlroy rivalry. And yeah, if you like seeing these daily documentary breakdowns, YouTube golf highlights, hit that subscribe button. If you like this video so far, give it a like, and I'll see you in the next one.